Vegetarian, of course, is this lightly set Gran Padano cream in here. So very, very lightly set cream, which will be infused with the cheese. That will just be at room temperature for you to serve. And then what we've got is some little black olive Palmiers here, Kalamata olives, dust, just rolled in between the puff pastry. In the oven with these, literally just 1 to 2 minutes, no more. Whilst we're doing that, let's give our dressing a little stir. This is a tomato water dressing with rapeseed oil and shallots. So nice amount of that over our white tomatoes. Seasoning as well. Good bit of seasoning, don't be scared of the mould and salt. Give that a good stir. And what we'll do, start building our tomatoes. Some of these are dehydrated, some of them are fresh. Again, different levels of flavour. So we'll start getting those all the way around our dish. There we go. Excuse that motorbike in the background. And I want to get loads of them on here because obviously when you dip in, you've got that Parmesan cream underneath. So, like so, some of the dressing on the top. There we go. Then let's get that onto my board. Here we go, look at these. Lovely selection of flowers, herbs, absolutely beautiful. Let's grab my little olive fruits out of the oven. There we go, onto my board, careful of that hot tray. Like me, make sure you have a little cloth just on your side, which you can keep grabbing when needed. So, see, I'm just gonna put those, look at how delicate this is, beautiful already. Get those all little resting in there, like so. Then, I'm just gonna finish it off with a nice selection of flowers. Remember when we did this dish a few weeks back, but then it was a tomato chow mushi, like a set custard with miso. So we've taken that idea forward for this dish. Little bits of tarragon, more flowers. Remember, you eat with your eyes, of course, so this is a real opportunity to sell it to your guests even before they've tasted it. So a few more, don't want to overdo it. A couple of those little cornflowers just to finish. Vibrant blue, absolutely lovely. And there we go. Onto our plate. I'm sure you'll agree. Looks like a painting, doesn't it? This is my set Gran Padano cream, Isle of Wight tomatoes, and little black olive fruits. One of the UB Chef favourites back for the vegetarian main course. We've got a twice baked green barn goat cheese souffle. Look at that lovely little pillow of souffle there. We put the top on, which is whey and goat's cheese. As it's in the oven, that melts over the top, creates a lovely, lovely glaze. Let's get it in the oven. I'll stop talking. 12 to 14 minutes in there. That will go in 12 to 14 minutes. It will rise up nicely, lovely and golden, all ready to go. Verjus butter sauce. Again, there's a touch of whey in there. Verjus is green grape juice, so it's lovely, quite acidic, but will cut through the cheese nicely. And then my garnishes. Sauce comes up to heat. Just as it comes up to heat, then the grapes, we've got a selection of grapes, tarragon and walnuts into the sauce. Give it a nice kind of swill around, a little stir. Continue heating it for about a minute or two, and then all the garnish will be hot, ready to serve. Spinach is going to go in the oven about 4 to 5 minutes only, just to warm up. So I'm going to get that in when my souffle has had a bit of time. We'll be back once our souffle is all nice and risen, all ready to plate up. Okay, my souffle is almost cooked now, so what we're going to do, bring over my plate, and I've got my sauce. See what I've done? Look at all that, all the grapes, tarragon, walnuts, are all in there ready to go. And what I suggest you do, because this dish requires a lot of sauce, so I'm going to get my garnish all in the bowl, like so, and then I'm going to make sure it's all arranged nicely, leaving a nice little hole in the middle, of course, for my souffle to sit in. So make sure that's all looking nice, a bit extra sauce. This is where you want the bowl nice and hot, so it'll give you that time to plate. There we go. Let's get our spinach and souffle out. So make sure you've got the cloth. Out we go. Let's just close that oven up. Look at that souffle. Right, let's work nice and quick. So, take your spinach, just kind of mould that to a nice little pile in the centre. Lovely buttered spinach, touch of nutmeg on there. Then let's get our soufflé on the top, just like that. I'm away to the table to dive into this one. Lovely little pillow, goat cheese soufflé, walnuts, verjus, tarragon, lovely. So dessert for you here, this is peaches en papillote. What we've done, just made a little foil parcel. Inside you've got some charred peaches, halves. There's also honey in there, there's lemongrass, there's a bit of butter going through it as well. That's going to be about 14 to 16 minutes in the oven. So they're already part cooked, but in the oven that's going to all melt, all that smells, juices, all together, beautiful. I'm serving it with a honey granola just here. This has got pumpkin seeds, it's got everything going on in this. And then crème fraîche, just really, really simple vanilla crème fraîche. So this is going in the oven now, 14 to 16, and I'll be back and I'll show you how to plate this up. So my peaches have just come out of the oven. Make sure you get in there being really careful as you open it up for all that steam in it. So look at that. You've got that smell coming off of this, absolutely insane. You've got a little bit of kaffir lime, lemongrass, all that lovely bit of butter and honey in there. Honestly, awesome. So take the peaches. Again, simple, simple, simple. Let's just stack them up nicely on the plate. Again, height, really, really important. I'm going to put a little bit of that lemongrass. I know you can't, you don't want to eat it like that, but this is for me just showing how it's been cooked. So a little bit of lemongrass on the top, touch of that honey cooking liquor, which is all now infused with everything going on. So crème fraîche, again vanilla crème fraîche, little spoon. Get that right in there. And then finally, of course you need that texture. So a little bit of this honey granola. I wish you could smell this. It's so aromatic. Tiny bit more of that cooking liquor. And that is it. So that's my peaches baked on papillote with honey, lemongrass, crème fraîche, honey granola.